1926.1411 Powerline Safety, while traveling under or near power lines with no load to Subpart C. C. Cranes and derricks in construction. 1926.1411 A. This section establishes procedures and criteria that must be met for equipment traveling under or near a power line on a construction site with no load. Equipment traveling on a construction site with a load is governed by Section 1926.1408, Section 1926.1409, or Section 1926.1410, whichever is appropriate, and Section 1926.1417, U. 1926.1411, B. The employer must ensure that 1926.1411, B. 1 through B. 4, the boom/mast and boom/mast support system are lowered sufficiently to meet the requirements of this paragraph. The clearances specified in Table T of this section are maintained. The effects of speed and terrain on equipment movement, including movement of the boom/mast, are considered so that those effects do not cause the minimum clearance distances specified in Table T of this section to be breached. Dedicated spotter. If any part of the equipment while traveling will get closer than 20 feet to the power line, the employer must ensure that a dedicated spotter who is in continuous contact with the driver/operator is used. The dedicated spotter must 1926.1411 B. 4 I through B. 4 3 be positioned to effectively gauge the clearance distance. Where necessary, use equipment that enables the dedicated spotter to communicate directly with the operator. Give timely information to the operator so that the required clearance distance can be maintained. 1926.1411 B. 5. Additional precautions for traveling in poor visibility. When traveling at night, or in conditions of poor visibility, in addition to the measures specified in paragraphs B. 1 through 4 of this section, the employer must ensure that 1926.1411 B. 5 I and B. 5 2 the power lines are illuminated or another means of identifying the location of the lines is used. A safe path of travel is identified and used. Table T. Minimum clearance distances while traveling with no load, up to 0.75 kV. Minimum clearance distance while traveling is 4 feet. Over 0.75 kV to 50 kV. Minimum clearance distance while traveling is 6 feet. Over 50 kV to 345 kV. Minimum clearance distance while traveling is 10 feet. Over 345 kV to 750 kV. Minimum clearance distance while traveling is 16 feet. Over 750 kV to 1000 kV. Minimum clearance distance while traveling is 20 feet. Over 1000 kV. Minimum clearance distance is established by the utility owner/operator or registered professional engineer who is a qualified person with respect to electrical power transmission and distribution.